Hello, hello, hello. We should be live, hopefully. I'm just going to check everything, make sure it's live and good and doing well and not doing stupid things. And we'll get started. So, I'm in this main homepage. I got like 2B2T where, and all that, but we're going to play Utiltium. Utiltium is the actual title of it. I missed. I can't say it half the time. But the last episode, or the last stream, what was yesterday, about 8 hours and 44 minutes ago, it's definitely doing really well. It had 52 views, and I believe that people kind of want another episode. I'm sorry for kind of being here, I guess, like not here, but I'm gonna carry on doing Coco Craft in the meantime. Of like in my off time, I'm gonna carry on doing Coco Craft and see how far we can actually go on Coco Craft. Because that would be good. We'll be able to do a lot on Coco. I need to log in just a second, so we'll do that. But we'll pop out the chat. I'll make sure the chat and everything is in place, and yeah, we'll quickly. I just don't want anyone who say creates the same username that I have on Xbox to be able to kind of log in. So we'll just hide that, and I will just quickly log in. And now we are good. There you go. We should be in. So, we are here. I have started mapping out some areas. As you see, I got a lot more tools and things. I started doing some stuff. So, you can actually do /e chest. I got a lot of diamonds. So, I kind of mined a little bit off camera with X-ray. So, I have X-ray installed just for that. And we now... I also explored all the way around most of this map. Hey, streaming. Good luck, ND. 2.5 it isn't much. 2.5 what? I don't know what they're talking about. We're just gonna quickly get the live stream sorted and hopefully functioning all right. I know that there is a few technical difficulties at the current moment with it. 5 it's currently possibly lagging a little bit. And I do have a Discord and everything. I'm gonna quickly go get the thing and put it in the description as well. I'll put it in the comments at the moment, or the live chat, and then I'll put it in the description hopefully after the stream. So that's good. Okay, so half a player, 2.5. What? Half a player health. Oh, thanks. Cool. I guess they're talking about health for player or something. I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah, there is a lot to be able to actually do inside this thing. You can actually you can join if you're on Bedrock, Java, whatever you're on. Well, mostly whatever you're on. You can't play on like 3DS or anything like that. 3DS does have Minecraft, but it's not supported anymore. So anything what is still supported, so that's Xbox, PlayStation, Windows 10, Switch, all of those things. Pocket Edition, so that's phone, and of course Java. Java, what goes across both Windows and what's the other platform? Mac. And I think you can access it from Linux, but it's more annoying to do that. But yeah, we want. So one thing that I want, I definitely do want to be able to spawn in a wither when I want to. So say if I want to spawn in a wither and just kill it, I can do that. Or if I want to spawn in a wither and just let it roam and let it kill everything else, I can do that. That's what I kind of want. I think ND is following me. Yeah, he's kind of following me. I kind of see him on the map there. Hello. I'm just gonna like wander off. But there is a few things around here. What's that up? There's that up there. So I'm looking at the mini map at the moment. And there's a little campfire thing up there. Like I get the community might go one of two ways. Is this my dog? Yeah, it is. Hello. I got a little dog when I was messing around before, and the way I want to kind of do. I'm not sure how often I'm going to stream or whatever. I'm going to stream probably just occasionally at the moment. So like right now it's 2 days in a row, but I might stream again like tomorrow or whenever. It depends what people kind of want, what people kind of like want to see inside of doing all of this. And it was great to be able to actually have the feedback, the amount of people kind of watching the series, or the first episode of the potential series. It's not a full series yet. Let's go this way. I'm gonna try and find some like new Nether fortresses, unless we find some actual wither skeletons in here, because I did find a bigger Nether fortress, but I also want to just explore the chests and things like that. There's a normal skeleton over here. We need a bow. That's what we need. We need a bow and some arrows. Hello. I'm just going to kill you. We don't need a bone. There's no use for bones at the moment. I have no use for them at the current moment. Yeah, we should explore the Nether a lot and kind of unlock that on our map. No idea how to do Twitter. Okay. Kind of look like spam now. Yeah, the thing is, with a lot of marketing, it kind of looks like spam if you're just like, oh yeah, this is happening. And I need to kind of like get a proper schedule for doing these streams and stuff, and I need to get a proper schedule for releasing CocoCraft and whatever other videos that I kind of want to do. And I should probably push for that. I should probably go, oh yeah, I'll stream on this day on this server, and I'll stream on whatever else on other days. Let's eat up. Eat up. Let me eat. Okay, I don't want to. Okay, let's not go this way. Let's just run around a little bit, because hopefully that I don't know if that actually helps with the fire. Okay, there's nothing in there. We can go below. There's a chest here. There's nothing in that chest, and I don't want anyone else to have any of the stuff, because what? Well, why would I want anyone else to have the stuff? I'm tempted to actually, when like certain people come on and all that. So like yesterday I was doing some gifts and things for people of like, oh yeah, you're on the server and you're like seeming pretty cool or whatever. I kind of want to like make it so that, well, there's nothing in there. Okay, let's just destroy that. Make it so that like I'm not mean and not do anything. I want to kind of like give some diamonds or something across to people so they can kind of get started quicker than what I did. But yeah, you can use all your hack clients and everything on here, so that's good. Okay, I'm gonna destroy that. I'm actually thinking about doing some like 2b2t stuff to like kind of like go between. What would be cool, like going on 2b2t and all that, but the limitations of like 2b2t is it's better to probably do videos on it, explore around on videos and try and do that more than anything else. I don't want to go out there, because the way 2b2t works, it's really annoying, because you rather have to be sitting in a queue for ages, or you're gonna pay. I want the obsidian. Obsidian, please. You gotta rather be in a queue for ages, or you got to pay for it. And then what you got to do as well is there's limitations on what kind of you can do on it because of the chat and stuff like that. They said S. Okay. Cool. Because like the chat could be saying anything. It could be saying racist things. It could be saying completely random nonsense in the whole of things. And the problem with that is we will have most likely problems with that sort of stuff happening. What's not good. Like you don't want that. You don't. I went to 1v1. With who? With me 1v1. I'll do it. I'll 1v1 you. Should have probably just used a normal you. I'll just put some of my stuff in. Hey, MG4, or MGE4, sorry. You were on the server last night when I was playing. When I was just playing, just generally. Die! I don't want you. I don't want any of that. I don't even want that gold. Let's just destroy that. Just, I'm not doing anything. It's not just. Andy, can you make a quick arena and TP me? When we will use game mode C to get items in some set time. Why not just PvP in Anarchy? I would rather just PvP in Anarchy. I have all my stuff and everything that we could kind of use, because why not? Our top 10 numbers came on. That's good. We got both admins on at the same time whilst we're doing this. The admins. The thing is about the admins are cool and everything. Like me and top 10 numbers get along quite well. Me and Andy, yeah, we don't get along all the time. But a decent amount of time we get along, and it's good. He's quite cool of guy. But Andy, he has like ideas for the server and everything. He wants all of these different things and all of that. And I mentioned about how it's overwhelming to have like 10 different worlds or whatever he's doing on here, without kind of. You rather go for one thing or the other. You go for like an anarchy thing where you have people on the server and they gotta kind of do that, or you go for like, oh yeah, I want an actual normal server. Like, what do you go for? Like, I prefer the anarchy at the moment, especially as like this is not pure anarchy at the moment. It's kind of like relaxed anarchy, because like right now people are kind of going to spawn, they're kind of like chilling out. There's things like pet blocks and stuff, so it's not pure vanilla Minecraft at the moment. But I do prefer vanilla Minecraft. Like, vanilla Minecraft is pretty cool. I definitely do want to do like a series on modded Minecraft at some stage, if I can find rather a mod that really runs really well on my PC. I don't know why I didn't take damage from that. I'm not really sure. Is that, or I could like what am I explaining? Like I could do a series on modded Minecraft, or I could do a series on like survival Minecraft, like this anarchy server right here, any other anarchy server that I kind of want to like check out. So like I want to check out like 2B2T a little bit, and maybe do a series, or like write some, not write, make some videos on it. So like I'll record a little bit of like, oh yeah, I'm stuck right now, or every time that I die before actually getting like enough wood to be able to build stuff. Yeah. And I feel as the series as this series goes on, I could have things to do, because like anarchy you could have a lot of stuff to do, but we kind of need more people on here to kind of bounce off of. That's how a lot of anarchy kind of goes. Like you need anarchy, so you rather need people destroying stuff and wrecking stuff and making chaos, and then you need people kind of cleaning it up, or even just making the chaos even different and worse. Or you got to go for a approach of like, okay, people are being civil, now what do we do? Because if people are civil, it becomes like a Hermitcraft server instead of like a anarchy server. And it's like, yeah, you still have anarchy or whatever, but like everyone's friends, everyone's being cool, everyone's being nice. Like, what's the point of that inside of like an anarchy server? And yeah, I like being nice to people on the anarchy server, because we kind of need to like we need to push people. It'll be good to push people onto the server to get kind of like, oh yeah, we're relaxed. We got like diamonds. We got all of this. We got all of that. Oh, we've now defeated the Ender Dragon. We now get elytras, whatever. It'll be good to kind of do that beforehand, and then it just becomes like chaos after that point, like where people are kind of not getting bored, but yeah, getting bored. Because when you get bored on a server, like Hermitcraft, they just restart the server. They go on to the next season. Anarchy, on the other hand, what's the point in an Anarchy server, say, doing seasons? Why would they do a season when they can just go, oh, we'll just make it so that it carries on for endlessly? In like CocoCraft, I'm tempted to actually do that. Like CocoCraft is not Anarchy, but it's like a Hermitcraft like alternative, if you will. It's just an SMP for me and several people. When I actually start inviting people to chill out and play Minecraft together, like just being friends and being nice to each other, not really bothering much about like well, we could bother about what we're doing. We can go like, oh yeah, I really like this, or really like that, or this is what I think we should do on here right now, or oh, we got so much diamonds now that we'll put up the price of like items and stuff, or whatever it becomes. And right now there is several plugins on there, but at some stage I might just go, oh screw it, I'll get rid of plugins, or I would rather like do it as a voting system for the small community. Hello, Leon, John. Welcome to the stream. I'm just talking about CocoCraft on this for some reason. I haven't started the second episode. That's really stupid of me, but it's also the case of like I really want it to be a good episode for like episode 2. Like I worked really well on episode 1, and then kind of like haven't really played it that much since. It kind of need to like push myself to do episode 2. And I think doing something like getting some other people onto the series would be a good way of doing it. So that would be good. Even if it's just like a streamer or a person who just makes videos and stuff. I checked out. Let me just quickly get the person up because I did have them up just a second ago. So it's that one, and then make sure that wait, come on. So I was just about to check out a person called Master Conix, or Conix, or whatever you like, I don't know how you say it because I haven't watched any of their videos. They've been doing a let's play for a little while now, on like 1.15, and they currently have like 65 subscribers, and on episode 27 of their let's play series. Was good. They kind of like have reasonable consistency inside of their series. What I see is really good. Like I definitely feel like if they have that sort of consistency in their series, they might want to kind of start a Minecraft Java Hermitcraft series or something, because they do tutorials and all that as well, so that would be helpful as well. So I think they could be potentially a good person to kind of talk to and see about it. I don't know their attitude towards the game and stuff, so it'll be the case of I'll watch some of their videos later when I have some time, and kind of like see if I kind of like their stuff. But it's also the case of like finding some other people. Maybe we can find some small gamer girl people who do games or do gaming videos or streams or whatever. Because like on Hermitcraft you have, I think, 2 girls on Hermitcraft out of the 20 odd boys or guys or whatever you want to say. So the ratio is kind of a little bit whack, but it's also fair enough. Like it is harder for gamer girls to get anywhere unless like they do weird things or whatever. Like the thing is, a lot of guys and things kind of go towards certain parts of gamer girls of like, oh yeah, we'll watch your streams. Basically, if you just uh, oh yeah, you look really good or whatever. Like with like guys on streams, it's like, oh yeah, you gotta be really good at. Oh, is it free? Free girls on Hermitcraft. And it's Zombie Cleo. Who have I been watching? Stress Monster, and I guess there's another one. I forgot. I don't know all of the people on Hermitcraft. I don't follow it completely. Well, I do like follow as much as I can, but there's a limitation to how much you can actually kind of watch in the whole of things. You can't sit there and watch over all their streams and everything what's going on to like 100. False symmetry, yeah, symmetry slash e-chest. Okay, we'll go back to the other words. Yeah, false. So it's false, Zombie Cleo, and I forgot the other one now. So it's Falsey, Zombie Cleo, and Stress Monster. But still, it still doesn't. It still doesn't affect my point. The ratio between males to females inside of Hermitcraft is still a little bit lopsided. And I don't know if there is anyone in Hermitcraft who I know that's like pretty sure /fly is valid on Anarchy. Yeah, on this server /fly is valid, but I just don't like using it because it would mean that I can like fly over to someone's base and just like destroy their stuff and all that. Like I could do that in like a moment. But you'll see I'll find like someone's base really fast. I need armor. And like I'm not saying that like CocoCraft is going to be a complete alternative and great and like challenge Hermitcraft. This is probably never going to really get anywhere. Because it's my series. It's it's my series. What I want other people to join and experience and enjoy, but it just matters what I and the other people experience in it, kind of things of it more than anything. I meant for you to get your stuff. Oh yeah, I could go get my stuff. Is that I could just wander over there? I should probably try and get my stuff because that's going to be better than not doing it. I need to go in my e-chest to get my food. Might as well use up some of my diamonds and make some new gear. I might give someone else my old gear if I do get it. Then I'm gonna give people my old gear. So if anyone is online who's not admins, I'll give them my gear. So if you want to come on, then come on. If I find it. If not, I'll probably just give you some diamonds anyway. And like CocoCraft is all over the place at the moment. Like I'm questioning what I'm actually doing with it and what because when you start like it's sort of like a let's play for me. The way it's laid out at the current moment is kind of a let's play. It's like, oh yeah, I'm just experiencing Minecraft. I'm playing it. I'm enjoying it. But it's also solo. It's currently solo, and I do need to get some other people on it to kind of experience a better experience with players, so I can bounce off the players, and I feel like I need to play more and I need to do more. It's just getting the player, getting a reliable and trustworthy player base to kind of play, because someone might end up using X-ray, or someone might end up doing really stupid stuff, or like how do you manage that if you're all trying to play, like, you're all trying to play survival, and you gotta also kind of manage it but also not manage it. You gotta kind of like, okay, relax, it's fine, people are playing survival and all that, and you gotta just like kind of maintain it without maintaining it, if that makes sense. Was something that I know that like a lot of the time when I experience games like Minecraft or even like Discord and anything else, I have a lot of trust issues between a lot of things, because rather one person does something stupid and then I feel like I can't trust anyone, or it becomes like a thing of like, oh, I don't trust certain players or anything, especially as like in my life in general. It's just generally hard to trust sometimes. It is, I guess a lot of people might experience trust issues and things. And I've only just started like kind of relaxing a little bit on my Discord server. Was good. Like I've started relaxing on a Discord server. I've now made it so that the admins have definitely a lot more control over the Discord server, and they can do stuff instead of just having to type in a command and go, don't do that, and stuff like that. Because that's what it was originally. It was a lot of, don't do that, please don't do that, we don't like you doing that, whatever it was. It was a lot of that's against the rules and stuff like that. And they can still do that. It would be good if they still kind of gave people warnings and went, hey, please don't do that, we don't like you doing that. But it would also be good for them to act upon people. I need to kind of find my stuff, so I'm not sure where it is. I think it's around here. It might be other side of this, or it might be down there. So how are we going to get down there? I'm just going to staircase, I guess. Ooh. Actually, what about Wither Wastelands biome for the Nether update? It could have a thick, almost up in your face fog, maybe. I guess he's kind of talking about the next update and everything. What's happening with the Nether? I kind of need to drop down here, and I'm hoping I don't die. Because I don't want to use just like flying around and stuff. I could, because I could just go like /fly and fly to like the next area. Probably jumped off like there, so it's gonna be over this way, I guess. And like where is it gonna be? Oh, lava! Don't lag now. Let's jump over that. Okay, we're close, I think, hopefully. Oh, look. Look who, top 10 numbers. Items. Even my stuff. Yay! I'm just gonna get all my stuff, back, I guess. And just head off. Thanks. Yeah. Now we got the stuff for MG4, so we got 4 stuff now, because I'm just going to give it to 4 because it's slightly worn out, but it's also good diamond gear, like, might as well. It's fine. Was burnt up to a crisp whilst fighting Blaze. I'm going to come to the overworld, so just go to the overworld, and I'll come to the overworld and give the stuff up, if I can. Just edited the sign, say no more items. Why put a chest there and go like no more items now? I need to get back, but the problem is, like, I could do the command, and I might do that if I'm lost for a little while. But I kind of want to explore around. Let's kind of see what's around here before we kind of like go, oh yeah, we'll just teleport back. Because we might find our way back slowly. I think it is around this way to kind of get out. We should have made a way marker for the portal, or a portal, because there's probably more portals what people have made. That's not a way out. And I know I'm talking a lot about Coco Craft and stuff like that inside of this episode, that and Hermitcraft and stuff. But if you have any suggestions of what to talk about, then I'll definitely or just like say something in the chat, and I'll try and say something about it. Because I like talking about all different things inside of like streams and things. Like it's good to kind of talk about. That's the kind of point of the streams. Streams you can just go like, oh yeah, I can do all of this and stuff. So I'm just gonna put all the armor and stuff inside of the chest at the moment, because or the chest I mean, because we might as well. Am I close to? Oh, am I close to the actual edge, like the place? Oh, hey, I accidentally looked at you, I guess. Come down here. Oh no, don't come down here. Come on. What? Get away from that. You die. Come on. And die. Thank you. It gave me 1 block, what is very useful for to have, I guess. Yeah, and I'm generating new terrain, so I'm definitely not in the correct place. And the way almost died. And the way I look at like things like Hermitcraft and all of that is the case of I find they're really good series and people do really well on them and they do a lot. But I do question sometimes how they find diamonds so fast and stuff like that. I'm not saying that they're cheating or whatever. They probably know some really good methods of being able to do it because they've been playing Minecraft for so long, and I guess they just like sometimes they just listen to like podcasts and things. Like I know I sometimes do that when I'm mining, just listen to podcasts and stuff to occupy yourself whilst you're mining for a lot of stuff. Because why not? I'm just gonna say hey. So /warp anarchy. I'm just gonna do that because that's gonna be easier. Where is 4's here? Hey 4. /e chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4. 4. 1, 2. I can just press that. If you got strip mine for a couple of hours, you find lots of diamonds. Yeah, that's fair enough. You could like strip mine and for a couple of hours and get a lot of diamonds. It's just the amount of pickaxes and things I know that you get through because I've tried doing it a few times of like doing a strip mine. But I guess certain people, I know certain people like finding caves and then they're going through the caves and stuff. And the amount of diamonds that I got on here, that was from X-raying for was it 4 hours I X-rayed for, but some hermits and some other series and things, people could just find that in like 2 hours or something. And I guess they kind of have they know how to play the game a lot more, so they end up getting like a diamond pickaxe and enchanting it and stuff like that. So there is a few factors in mind for those sorts of things, because like with like everything that they do, they do play Minecraft every single day. They do it as a career. Well, I guess kind of makes sense that they would understand more of the mechanics and how they can do things quickly and efficiently, I guess, because it would mean they kind of get a lot more stuff. There's something here. There's 2 dogs inside of a room. Okay, I'm just gonna leave. That might have like a lot more stuff. What's this? What's this? I want to kind of see what this is. Is this a mine? Oh, this looks like a mine. And okay, I'm just gonna build back up because there's nothing in here from what I see. Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm just gonna Boink. And let's see where we kind of want to go. So there's something over that way. We can go that way. Yeah. We'll go that way. And I've watched like a few people's Let's Plays in a while. I used to watch Etho's Lab Let's Play. I believe he's still doing it. I think he's on like a different season or something like that. He's doing like seasons or something for it now. And like at one point I was watching things like what's it called? What's the actual thing called? Oh, it's this house. The YouTuber's called Stampy Longnose. So like at that early, like the early stuff I was watching more than anything. Minecart, cobwebs. Okay, so nothing really useful. If you can, I've worked. Wait, what? If you have cam, I've worked on. Please stop. This is a crafting table. What? Okay. I'm just gonna leave, I guess. This is cool, I guess. And those series, I really like those series because they continuously go. Or they were at the time. They were continuously going, and they were just making new videos and updating them and doing them consistently and regularly like updating their world as they go along and adapting to like new things and new trends, and they were very good at what they done. And I don't think I'll ever be as great as any of them sort of people, like anyone on Hermitcraft or anyone on anything like that. So I just experience games and I just enjoy them. Like I've been playing Black Ops 2 lately. I should probably do some streams or recordings or something on them. I kind of do want to record on like Black Ops 2 for a little while because yeah, there's a lot of hackers and things. But you can occasionally find some really good games, and I really want to like kind of try and unlock everything I can on that game. So I'm leveling up. I'm trying to get through. I'm almost Prestige 2 now on that game, and there's 10 Prestiges plus Prestige Master, I think. So it's Prestige Master, but I don't know if that's Prestige 10. I think you do have a Prestige 10, then you go to Prestige Master. Well, I'll be sad once I can't really level up anymore. Because I like games. I like being able to level up on games. I love leveling systems. I love statistics systems. So like this, I can go into mobs and I can see that I've killed 11 bees. I've killed 19 blazes, 76 chickens. I've never been killed by a chicken though. So definitely weird. 122 cows I've killed. 9 creepers I've been killed by an enderman once. But yeah, I love statistics. Statistics are like I've killed 23 wither skeletons. I've been killed by one once. I've never killed a player, but I've been killed by 2. It's good. I like those sorts of things. The statistics and stats and stats are statistics. Like I love stats. I love that sort of stuff. But the problem with that with doing something like videos or streams or anything, you then start looking at the numbers. And stuff like like when I used to do a lot of videos or streams or whatever I was doing at the time, I would focus on the stats more than anything, and that's not good. It's not looking at the stats is an awful way of doing it, because you start then looking at it of like, oh yeah, currently there's this many people commenting, and then you start feeling sad when say there's one less comment or there's 2 less views or whatever it is, and it's like, oh, someone unsubscribed, and kind of working like right now I'm in like a decent mental state. I can do streams and things, and I really want to do this. I really just want to create streams and create content for people to enjoy. And I don't mind how many people enjoying it. Of course, if more people are enjoying it, and like for certain people who do videos and streams and stuff, it becomes their career, and they can do it a lot more, and then maybe they'll enjoy it less. And I don't want to enjoy things less. I really enjoy it, and and all of that at the moment. And the thing is, like, I could go, oh yeah, I'm doing stuff, like, I'm talking about different things and all that, and then I end up going, oh, but I can talk about anything, and then I start talking about stuff, and say if I mess up a line or something, say instead of going saying cow, I say I don't know, or instead of saying tree, I say a bee or something like that, and then like creators and all that end up making like merchandise from it. It's like, okay, let me go chop this bee, and like I just need some wood from this bee or something like that. Like, it is a bad example, I know, but there is things like that out there. There's all different like ways people kind of work on stuff there, and all of that. And it's like I could work on like a brand system if I really want to. Tom Meadows not really getting in well, is he? Keeping leaving and joining. Like if I really wanted to, right now I could go, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make merchandise and start doing that. But there's no point in that, especially like early on or anything like that. Like right now, I'm a little bit rushing into it because I'm doing a second stream straight after my other stream yesterday. And now it's like, oh, you're starting to do streams on YouTube more than anything, and it's like, okay, now I need to kind of rethink, well, not rethink my strategy, more adapt my strategy of how I'm doing things. Go, oh, okay, I'm doing streams a little bit more often now. Okay, maybe I'll do streams, but when I finish the stream or something, I'll go off and do, like, start working on videos, and whenever I'm playing any other games, or it's like Minecraft Dungeons. I played Minecraft Dungeons lately, but I still haven't edited the video. So maybe later I should sit down and edit the video, like when I'm relaxing or something. Instead of doing something like watching tons of videos and watching series or whatever, work on my own series. And that's where I'm kind of at. I know that, like, this is technically the third video that I'm releasing lately of like gaming, and I'm definitely pushing towards gaming. I definitely want to do more gaming because I like gaming. It's good. Like, I don't have the best PC in the world, not by any stretch of imagination. It's like a £120 worth of like crappy PC. Well, that's the PC. Then the monitor and everything on top. It adds up a little bit more. But the PC itself, the thing, what is the heart of all of this, like the monitor, yeah, it allows me to see, but yeah, everything else is like add-ons, I guess. And the PC is cheap. It's just off of like Amazon, and it's cheap as hell. And at some stage, I do want to build my own PC, and I can save up for that. I can do that over time, and all of that, and especially if it's worth using. So like this £100 PC, I've used it for over 100 days. I've used it for over 200 days, in fact. What means that I'm technically using less than like 50p per time I'm using it now. And I used it for several hours. So I'm using like 10p plus the electric or whatever every time that I use it. I'm not. When you purchase something, yeah, you're paying the price for it. But when you pay for something and you use it a lot, it definitely is worth the price. As if I say brought a Nintendo Switch today, it was like £270. I'm talking about like the Nintendo Switch, like actual Switch, instead of the crappy light one. What is just not a Switch. It doesn't switch. What's the point of a Switch what doesn't switch? If I purchased that today and I used it once, and that's it. That one gaming session that I done, say if it was like 2 hours, me setting it up and doing gaming for 2 hours, that whole gaming thing cost me £270. As, say, if I went and done an experience thing instead. I went to like Nintendo and decided to do an experience thing where I would get to play around the Nintendo Switch the exact same way that I played with it at home. And it was only £20, say. That's definitely more worth it. I don't know why I want to kill bees so much. I know that, like, don't kill bees in real life because they're definitely very useful for the environment and things. And if there's a bee near you, just stay still. And basically ignore it. Because it doesn't want to hurt you. Because if it hurts you, it dies. Like, why would it want to forcibly, like, die? It more does it out of defense, more than anything. I wonder if Minecraft will bring out wasps, because they're just dicks. Wasps can stab you multiple times, and they're just dicks in real life. That, and then hornets. Hornets are even worse because they're huge. There is some dirt just going across there. I wonder if I'm near some people. I'm going back towards spawn. That is not the way that I want to go. And I'm not saying like valid things. Like, it's like, okay, this bottle of water that I have, I should probably change it. I should probably get an actual proper water bottle. Because it's just a cheap plastic water bottle, what I've reused a few times now. But technically, say if I paid 50p for that water bottle, each time that I've reused it, that value of the plastic of the bottle has went down. But it also is not really good because the plastic is thin and stuff like that. As say if I brought a more expensive bottle, say if I paid £15 for a bottle, the bottle is just thicker plastic and is meant to be reused. You look at that compared to the 50p bottle, and you're like, I'll just go for the 50p bottle. But over time, that 50p bottle is really thin, it's flimsy, it's awful. The actual material of the bottle slowly degrades into your water, and it infects the water a little bit. So that £15 bottle might be a little bit more worth it now, because it's not going to do that, or not going to do that in the short run. It's not going to do that in the next month of you using it continuously. As that small bottle, that 50p bottle, will do it. And that's where I should probably look at things a lot more that sort of way. I believe I've heard it from like a few places and things, but I definitely think one of the best people, I think it was in Hermitcraft, Exuma Void, is very good with those sorts of things. He's very good with his money as well. And I know that I'm not always great with my money. Like, when I'm in a relationship or something, it'll be the case of, I want to make this person feel like the best person they could ever be, and feel happy with me. So it ends up being, okay, I'll buy them this one thing. I really want to buy them this one thing, and it's a nice present. It's a nice little gift. And then it ends up being, oh, can you get me this? And then I'm like, okay, that will make you happy at the current moment, and I want you happy. I want to keep you happy. So I then buy something else. It was not good, especially if it's something like, oh yeah, can we get pizza or takeaway or something like that, or can we go do this, like dates and things like that. I understand dates. Like, I'm more of like an inside person, so I like playing games. I like doing all of this, and the thing is, if I get a date supposed to be like special, but if it's every single day, you're like, oh, can you buy me this thing? And you're like, oh, it's only £5, or it's only £10, or it's only £20, and I'm only paying for this one thing. And that's every single day. It cuts into your money, especially if you don't work. Like, I don't work myself. I do videos on YouTube and don't earn anything from it. So it's the case of like my money's value to me is the stuff what. It doesn't mean that I can't like not work, or it doesn't mean that I can't not have money. And it doesn't mean that like I have to pay for everything that I have. Was good. Okay, there's a crafting table here, and there's a. I'm just gonna ignore them. But it's also the case of those £10 every single day. that's not good. That's going to cut into my money. That's going to do everything. And this is where like half my relationships kind of turn to more money orientated, and then they get upset because I can't pay for things for them, and then I get upset because they're getting upset, and it just becomes like a whirlwind of everything. And right now, I like with everything what went on lately. It's not too lately. Well, it is. It's in the past month. I just came out of a pretty serious relationship, engaged, so like a decent amount of time, been together, whatever. But she always ended up fighting with me because of money, and she wanted me to buy her stuff. So it was like, in the end, she ended up with, she owed me a decent amount of money. I'm not going to say how much. And her sister also owed me money, because they wanted stuff, and I brought them stuff and all that. But that's because I can't say, I have problems with saying no. So I have trust issues and trouble saying no, and I'm hoping to repair them. And I get like other people might have those sorts of feelings and stuff like that, because I don't know, like everyone, like personally, I can't know like 7 billion people personally, can I? But I know that other people have trust issues and have problems with saying no and stuff. But now I'm kind of like, I'm focusing on myself. I'm eating a little bit more healthy. Like I've never ate healthy. I don't need to eat healthy. I'm a healthy person, as in I'm physically healthy. I don't do exercise or anything like that. I need to start doing exercise, because on the long run it's gonna help. Those sorts of things will help me, and it would because in my last relationship again, because I was eating rubbish food, they were eating rubbish food, and because they could put on weight, they were putting on a little bit of weight and getting upset because they're putting on weight and stuff like that, but I was eating the exact same thing, and then they're getting upset because I wasn't putting on weight and stuff, and doing like less exercise than them, and still not putting on anything. And that's where like I'm now kind of going, in the long run it's definitely going to help. Like my dad's almost he's 45 years old now, and he has the same sort of like metabolism as me, but he eats sausages and bacon and things in a frying pan every single day. He'll have that for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever he can get, and because of that he's starting to put on weight, and he's starting to not be able to do as much as he could before. And he spoke to me the other weekend and went, if you want to eat healthier, then just say, because I'm now 45 years old, and it's definitely showing, from the crap that I eat. And if you want like a special menu when you come over or whatever, just say beforehand, and we'll work on it. And we'll get the stuff on the way over, or we'll get it on the weekend, or we'll get it beforehand, or if we have it beforehand, we'll have it. Stuff like that. And that kind of pushed me into having things like, I had a stir fry the first night. I then had, what was it? It was sausages, and it was other things as well. I got poison. And it's like veg. I've been eating veg like for a snack instead of eating. Well, I have been eating some sugary sweets lately, but I'm now eating also apples. I started eating apples as like a snack. So I had 2 apples earlier, the small apples, but it's nice. It's nicer, and I definitely feel physically nicer, especially as I'm now on I'm now on new antidepressants. It definitely makes me feel a little bit more like useful, I guess. I'm kind of like, even though I'm not doing much, like I'm not doing much around the house, I'm not doing much, like college is finished now, but like I haven't done much of that. I'm not bothered about it. I'm the case of like, I'm kind of taking everything one day at a time, and that's how people should take things. People should take things one day at a time, as much as they can. Of course, that there is limitations to what you can do one day at a time. Like, you can't just turn up to like a rocket and go, oh, I'm gonna fly to the space station now. You can't do that, but look into your future and everything. Like, I would love to edit videos for people or do something around video creation, and if it means that I have to go out of my way later and kind of like push towards editing people's videos for free, or doing whatever, I'll do it, because it's my passion. It's the things that I like, and that's a really good thing that I have been able to do. I've been able to. I don't know what I'm looking for. I think I'm looking for bases. That's what I was originally doing. Hopefully we can find a base or something. So let's go on here. Where are we? So we're over here. We're kind of exploring a new area. Let's just go back to the main area. Maybe we can find who's that? It was ND. Or it was probably 4. And what was I saying? I was saying something. Yeah, taking one thing at a time, and I'm definitely lucky to know the things that I like, because some people, of course, can't experience things that they like and all that, and they're just happy. Sometimes it's just some people are happy just to be able to be alive or be able to eat that day. Was fair enough. In some parts of the world, it's very hard. Even in the UK, it's sometimes hard. For certain people, because they're not getting money and stuff. Like right now, with lockdown and everything, some people are still not getting money, and they have to dive into their savings and deal with all of that, and businesses are failing, and like there is a lot of struggle in the world. But it's also the case of one, what can I do about it in the short run? What can I potentially do? And I think that was top 10 numbers. Chest. Okay. You went into spectator. And in the short run, I can't really do much. Like, I did a live stream on Facebook because I couldn't do one on Twitch. I should probably do one on YouTube at some stage, for the Macmillan Cancer Trust. Was a good experience to do. Like, it was supposed to be a 24-hour stream, like continuously doing like a stay up for 24 hours and do it. But because of my tablet starting to kick in and stuff like that, I had to kind of stop the stream early, and then I restarted the stream. I'd done like a second part, and I think that was I think I'd done like a third part because of limitation of like what Facebook. It's only 8 hours you can stream on Facebook for. So I did do that. Let's actually let's do something different. Let's actually go down. Let's warp Anarchy. And then we're going to go down to the bottom. So I am going to apply fly. I'm just going to go down here. We're going to enable... I'm going to take away the minimap because that's easier. We're just going to make sure that we're at the correct level first. And then we're going to mine for some diamonds. Because why not? We're just going to mine for some diamonds. Be good too. So we're just going to get to y equals 11. And we'll enable our resource pack of X-ray, because why not? And I don't know what your lot's opinion on all of these topics are, because there is a lot of topics that I'm of course talking about at the current moment, and it's up to someone to have their opinion, because your opinion is built off of your experiences and the way that you have lived. And in my experiences, yes, they've been crap, but it's also been a good learning experience for me because I've learned a lot of stuff. And yeah, I hate some of the stuff that I've learned, but it's also the case of it's helpful in the long run. Hopefully it will definitely be helpful, especially as I'm learning all of these different things. I'm always learning how to edit more things. I'm learning how to do Premiere Pro and all of this, and that's what I love about life at the current moment. So yeah, let me get back in the game. So now that it's loaded up, we're probably not going to find diamonds easily. Let me just do /e chest and put my blue bed in there, because I don't want to die and lose my blue bed. I kind of need that, just in case it turns night. And yeah, like some people's opinion, you can't say someone's opinion is wrong. It's just because there is a difference between like opinion and fact, of course. So there is like a wrong in that way, but there's no wrong opinion in the way of like, oh, my opinion is that is I don't know what to say. My opinion is Minecraft is good. That's her opinion. That is something that is personal to you. That's what her opinion is, and I find opinions sometimes facts and things gets confused with opinions sometimes. So there's Twitch streamers and things what they have an opinion about a certain topic, and then they end up saying it's a fact, or something like that. And the reason I don't stream on Twitch is, one, because Twitch is just really annoying. I guess that you're talking about the difference between is and out. And I find, like, my opinion, of course, changes from time to time, because your opinion does. Your opinion of anything could. So say if I like a YouTuber this week, I might not like it the next week because of what they've done, or because of my stand on things. And it's fair enough. Like, there's always that unsubscribe button, but there's also that subscribe button if you like people's opinions and things. And sometimes your opinion doesn't change. Like, you could like a YouTuber for ages, you could like them forever, or you like their opinion on certain topics might not change. Like, I used to watch a lot of Casey Neistat. I haven't been watching him lately because one, I just watched so much of him that I kind of got burnt out from it, and two, he doesn't really release that often. But I watched it in order, and I got to like the standard, what was like, oh yeah, he's now talking about how he's not voting for Donald Trump. And like, my opinion personally is, like, I don't like getting into politics, but both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton weren't really good role models at all for people to run the country in America. But because Casey Neistat stated, I'm not voting for Donald Trump, I'm voting for Hillary. I'm just going to say Hillary because I just can't say full words all the time. There was a massive uproar, and then certain viewers would like go off, and that's why I probably wouldn't. I'm not saying I would never, but I am unlikely to do a politics based thing with my opinion. One, because I'm not massively into politics, and two, because I just find it just normally when you have politics, they both have really good points sometimes. In American politics, seems like wrestling. Yeah, in both sides of politics, they both have all right points, and then they have really terrible points in some aspects. So it ends up being a thing of, oh, I want that, but I also want that, because that's going to help, but also that will help. And the thing is about like politics and all that, when you kind of like sum it up, there is good points both sides, but what do you do about that? Like, how can you go, that's a good point, but I also want that? But I don't want that because that's really stupid. It's hard. It's hard to find like a politician what you 100% agree upon. And that's why I don't really get into politics too often because what's the point in that? Like it kind of is annoying. It's just stupid. And yeah, that's pretty much it for politics. So yeah, and then it goes into like YouTube. You get into YouTube debates and you get into like YouTube drama and stuff. Like you get things like Drama Alert, what reports on it, and then sometimes with Drama Alert and all of these different YouTubers kind of make the drama up and start kind of like pushing people to do it. And of course there's some channels and all of that what will stay away from that sort of things, but then on the other hand there's channels what will push for it. They want the drama so that they get the viewership, they get people on their sides and stuff like that. And you see it so much on things like YouTube. It becomes, I don't want to say clout chasing, but it's probably the best way to explain it. They're clout chasing. They're trying to collect a viewership from like having not a full opinion, but it's more of a thing of, oh, we'll create this thing what is like a drama thing, and we'll make it so that it'd be nice if you had an election with actual candidates instead of just fools. YouTube isn't a very good place to argue politics. It often becomes too heated. Yeah, that's why I've moved away from politics at the current moment. But like drama stuff inside of like YouTube and everything, like I don't want to get into drama stuff in YouTube and all that. Like it's the case of like I enjoy creating videos and all that, but if I really wanted to increase my viewership, what I kind of do, I would just create more regular content and try and work on my content a lot more instead of going, oh, I'll just do something stupid and I'll go, but I like that, or you can't stop me from doing it, or doing something like, it's like situations like some people do really stupid stuff. Like there was at one point a real weird trend of people doing stuff like licking ice cream inside of stores and then putting it back on the shelf, and it's like, what the hell are you doing? People replacing products inside of like fully replacing the contents of a product inside of the store. And yes, sure, some of them are fake and all that, but it's not the point. It's the point of you're encouraging younger generations, because of course on YouTube, no matter what, like even with all of this YouTube stuff what's been going on lately of like, oh yeah, you now can mark your content as not for kids and all that. Like, this is not for kids. I'm playing Minecraft. I'm using X-Ray on Minecraft to play a server. But if you went on any other server than an Anarchy server, so this server is made for this sort of thing, then you would have issues. Like I can't go on a normal survival server and use this X-Ray texture pack because there would be a lot of issues. And I don't make my content for kids, and I don't strive to be. I don't want to. If I want to, I'll go off and do something like Blippi, where I teach kids how to count and learn and all of that. But I don't want to do that. Like, especially as I would have to like nickname myself, and then it feels a little bit weird, and then it's annoying because my name's Kenneth. My name's Kenneth, but like my last name's Cox, like COX, like. How in the world are you supposed to make that like kid friendly? Like, you can't. Like, I believe that's one of the only things on my channel what will keep it from being like kid friendly, and I'm hoping that it will kind of work, because I don't think YouTube wants to get into all of that stupid stuff, especially as like, yeah, certain kids understand those sorts of things and they'll just laugh at it, and I guess like people can come on and laugh about my last name and all that. Anyway, I'm normally the first one to laugh about my last name. It's like, oh, it's really stupid. And and I understand it. Like people making fun of people and all that. Like I've had issues in the past with people making fun of me and people bullying me and all of this, all of that, and it's pushed me to do stupid things in life. But it's also the case of I've learnt from those experiences. Like I know that like there has been occasions or a lot of the time when someone bullies someone, they've been bullied themselves. Luckily, I didn't go down that path, but I still made stupid decisions because I hated myself or anything like that. Like I've definitely made a fair few stupid decisions in my life, as anyone should. Like, well, not should, but like anyone will, because you learn from experience. Like, if you done everything correct first time, so say if I created my first Minecraft video ever, or first video ever, and I got like 1 million views, and I done amazing and all that, and then I done another one, and I'm still great, and everyone's praising me, everyone's not like saying anything bad about it, everyone loves the series. That'd be boring. No one would contradict me. No one would go, "Oh, you're doing that wrong," or "You could do this better," or you could change the way that you play Minecraft," or "You suck." Even that sort of thing. It's not helpful, but it's also the case of it makes it slightly more interesting. Like it makes it so that it's not. What's it? I remember there was some book primary school students. I don't think they wanted me to read super intelligence, paths, dangers, strategies for 11-year-olds. Yeah, fair enough. That would make sense. They probably don't want to learn about that, at least at the current moment. And where was I at? What was I saying about? I forgot what I was saying about. I was on like a massive roll, and then the messages came in, and I started talking about that. Yeah, I don't want to. It's the case of like it'll be boring. I wouldn't want to be bored out of my mind because oh yeah, I'm doing everything correct first time. Like oh yeah, I've sent a rocket up into space and now it's going to Mars quick enough so that people don't like worry about stuff I've made. It'll be boring. Like it's like games. If you've done everything great first time, like you're playing this game and it's like oh yeah, you're doing it great. You're doing it great every time. You're not losing. You're winning every single time. I know Minecraft is a bad example for that sort of thing because like Minecraft you can't really win. Like you can defeat the Ender Dragon, what's pretty much the end point of the game, but it's also the case of like, do you then or what do you do? Like, do you go from there and go, oh yeah, I want the game harder? Do you like contact the people and go, it's too easy or whatever? Or would you just go, I'll go play something else? Because it's like Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2, it's really hard to be able to get a decent game right now. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it so much. I play it, I experience it, and I want to experience a lot more of Black Ops 2. And yeah, I wish there was less hackers and all that, but it also pushes me to try and find a good game and have some fun in Black Ops 2. Because I was one of the people who were able to play it a while ago on like the PS3 and stuff, when there was less hackers and there was it wasn't when it came out, but it was probably a few years after, and I think it's like 2-3 years after, and I loved it. It was great, but because it's not an easy game as well, I'm not bored about it. I'm not experiencing it in such a way that it's just annoying. It's like the Anarchy on like 2B2T. People have been playing 2B2T for so long because it's hard. People kill people at spawn. People spawn withers at spawn. People do all of this other stuff, and it's hard. That's why people play it. People want to experience the difficulty of being able to do it. And in life, like, yeah, I don't like games too hard, like Dark Souls or something like that. Some people love those sorts of things. And you're sure it can be annoying that, like, oh, I'm not getting hundreds of views and I'm not experienced in all of this stuff. But it's also the case of you're experiencing the struggle of stuff, and of course people have more struggles than, oh, I can't do this in a game. And I understand that, like, some people do struggle, I guess, quote unquote real problems. Oh, it is real problems, but like, as say, like, oh, me playing Minecraft or me not being able to play Minecraft today, that's not a real problem. It's more of a, it's a me problem. It's a problem with being a person who loves video games and experiences video games in the whole. And yeah, I could probably be doing something better with my time, I guess. Like, I could be trying to work out world peace, or I could be trying to work out how to make this amazing thing what will cure cancer and all that. But I'm not into that sort of stuff. Like, yeah, it's great if someone could, and I don't have any form of knowledge close to any of that sort of things. But it's also the case of, if people like a certain topic, so you like trains, or you like you like automation, or you like websites, or you like anything, I do suggest just to try and go for it. Like, what really do you have to lose? That's what I keep on saying to myself at the moment. Like, right now, me making videos on YouTube, what do I have to lose? Well, the only thing I have to lose is not getting viewers, or getting viewers and being a little bit made fun of. And being made fun of is like, yeah, it's halfway there. It's the case of, like, just laugh it off, laugh it with them, laugh with people of, like, oh yeah, I done that stupid thing, or I jumped into a pool of lava, or I make stupid Minecraft videos, or I make some, I'll make YouTube videos or whatever. Haha, it's funny. And that's why I kind of am with everything. And I don't know how you experience things. Like, you might experience things different. I hope this is kind of like, if you want to, like, create YouTube videos, or you want to work on a series, or you want to develop an app or website. Like, I would love to develop apps and websites. Like, I have an idea for a website, what is similar to YouTube, as like an alternative, but I don't know any of the experience, and I know you could learn and stuff like that, but my sort of learning is more of, like, hands-on, getting stuff done quickly. Well, not quickly, but like things like videos and editing and stuff like that, because I can go, oh, I don't know how to do this effect, I want to learn how to do this effect, instead of, I want to create this website and it's got all of this and all of that, because when you know your skills, when you know, like, oh, I can edit videos, and I can edit like this, or I can edit like that, or, oh, this person wants me to edit like this, and I'll learn how to edit like that. Those sorts of things push you to learn a lot more, and me as, like, a video editor or content creator, or whatever you want to call me, I see that I can do a lot with those sorts of skills, of being able to go, okay, I want to create a video, I want to work on a video for someone, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. And it's not the case of, like, occasionally, yeah, I could be like, oh, I can't be bothered to make a video, but it's also the case of, why can't I be bothered? Like, can I not be bothered because I just can't be bothered to do anything today, or is it because I just feel like I don't like this anymore, or is it I'm burning myself out? Like, the thing is, with a lot of series and stuff like that, like, just creating, you can burn yourself out. Like, creative things, 57, okay, I don't know if there's any more, like, diamonds nearby. With a lot of creative thinking stuff, so creating series or making like games or designing websites or whatever you're doing, what is at all creative, what has creative thinking. You have to think not fully outside the box, but yeah, outside the box, or outside this virtual box. What is this a mix between virtual and physical world at the moment, and like when people, I'm gonna have to make a new pickaxe before I get down there, am I? Yep. And that like I forgot who said it. I know this quote. What is if there's I know that Casey Neistat has said it. Oh, it's from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You got two things in life: finding something that you want to do, and then doing it for the rest of your life. I believe it's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And the thing is, I found what I kind of want to do. I kind of want to do things around videos. I kind of want to do my editing, my stuff like that, experience and stuff. Like, I could do streams a little bit. That's what I want to do. And the thing is, I don't care if it gets nowhere. And people, when people make series and things, especially like now, you get so bombarded with people going, you're just doing it for fame, you're just doing it for clout, or you're just doing it for this reason. So it's like my Coco Craft series. Someone could easily just go, oh, you're just doing it to be like Hermitcraft, you're just doing it so that you can get on Hermitcraft, whatever they say. And it's like, yeah, you could say that. Like, I kind of want to be on Hermitcraft, as a lot of people do. But it's also the case of, I enjoy it. It's something for me to enjoy and experience. Like, you can experience whatever you want to do. Like, if I really wanted to, I could go experience pretty much whatever I want. Like, if I really wanted to go hike a mountain, of course not at the current moment, but like, if I wanted to do that with my life, I can do that. Like, I don't believe that many people can. Well, I guess if you're doing it as like a vlog or something like that, people could do it for a living. Like, you could pretty much do almost anything for a living these days. Like, you can get into the adult content business if you really wanted to. Like, I could still do that if I really wanted to, but I don't want to. Like, why would I want to edit those sorts of videos or record those sorts of videos, and do that? Like, some people like doing it, some people hate them completely, and I see. Like, I don't try and hate on people or just destroy people's dreams, because people have dreams, and there's one of the people I know, or I talk to or whatever, is my friend Dwarmpy Fan. She loves creating videos, and she loves animation and stuff like that. And I wouldn't say her art style is my first choice for art style for a series or anything, but it's her art style, it's her way of interpreting art and how she does it and all that. And I support her for it, because it's the case of, you should support all your friends, you should support strangers or whoever else. Like, if someone came up to you today and went, I want to do this, do you go, no, go away, or do you go, I respect you for doing that, or respect you for wanting to do that, and kind of go, rather, I'll help you with it, or go, I'll try and help you in whatever way I can, but I don't know how to help you at the current moment. Like, there's all different ways of going about it. Like, you could go, oh yeah, I'll redirect you to people, or I'll keep a lookout for things. Like, occasionally when there's just can I drop one at a time? Okay, I don't want to do that. My web. Oh god. And I guess experience in life and stuff like that. That is a high end thing, and I don't know where like no one knows where that they'll be in like 10 years or whatever, unless you have like a time machine or something. Like, oh, you're going to create a time machine in 10 years, and it's good to do those sorts of like there is little tasks you can do of like yeah you could be looking at one day at a time, but there is also tasks like okay, where do you want to be in 5 years time? Where do you want to be with life? Like, me personally, myself, like the next 2 years, I am going to be trying to do a filmmaking class, learning how to edit a lot more, learning how to do a lot more film and stuff like that. And I know I'm not really into mainstream film, but it would also be useful because I can go, I know professional filmmaking, and I want to put that sort of thing, so it's like marketing and doing all of that, and through the next 2 years of doing that, or 1 year, or whatever I'm going to actually do with it, because I can always just go, oh, I don't want to do a second year of it, I can then try and put some of those thoughts and feelings and all of that inside of my development of this channel and of these series and things, what I kind of like doing. And I know that it's not going to be 100% like copy and paste sort of thing. Nothing's going to be a straight up copy and paste unless you're doing a job that you can just copy and paste things. Because it's the case of, where is the next lot of diamonds? This lava's making me lag. Like, if I wanted like if I wanted to experience like an office job or whatever, I'll go towards that. Like anyone who kind of wants to go towards an office job, I respect if someone does want to go to an office job and do like a regular 9 to 5 job, like doing something like buses, or doing something like oh god, I'm gonna die. Hello. Thank you for dying. And I knew someone who just wanted to work on trains, and it's like, so you want to work on trains, you have everything in the world you could possibly do, and you want to work on trains. But someone might also think about my stuff like that, like, oh, you got everything you could do in the world, but you want to work on videos, you want to create content, you just want to like make that one person happy, and maybe make a second person happy occasionally. Rip. And I understand that, like, some people experience the way they think about things in different ways, and hey again, yes, hey, and yeah, that's just how I kind of think. I should probably move on to a different topic, because a different topic might be useful. So as we mine out this area, and we'll probably give some diamonds to people, I'm mainly collecting diamonds to give it away for some reason. I want the diamond tools and stuff like that. It would be good to experience, but it's also good to have just diamond tools and stuff. Wait, it's good to just give away diamonds. I could collect redstone and stuff, and we could kind of like start selling stuff to people or something. Like, you give me diamond, you then you get iron. I could just mine out everything. Do I want to? Screw it. So yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't want to stop anyone from doing anything. Like, someone could go, oh yeah, don't do that or whatever. But it's the case of, you want to do what you want to do, I want to do what I want to do. If we can collab or work together in any way or form, like, I can support you, or you can support me, or do both, and be great friends, or whatever, is a good way of doing it. And like, I used to do a little bit of podcasts and things like that, so it's a good experience sometimes to do podcasts and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, it's fun. I get to like just mess around on a podcast and socialize with people and see how I suppose it's like to be some kind of game developer eventually. Yeah, so like, top 10 numbers there wants to be a game developer eventually. For now, I definitely won't change for anything though. Charge for anything, yeah. It's like that. It's like my editing. If I find a good person to edit for, I'm not going to charge them, at least at the current moment, unless they're just doing something insane. They're like, oh yeah, just edit all of this like this. Yeah, like I like guidelines and things. Like guidelines for how to edit something is helpful, because then I know, oh yeah, you want it like this. You want this video like this, instead of just stupid, like all over the place and all of that. It's like people have reached out with me to me like on Instagram. So people have reached out to me on Instagram and went, hey, I do this. So it's normally like, hey, I do Fortnite videos, and I have a clan and we want an editor. We think that you would be a good pick or something like that. That's pretty much the really nice side of things. Otherwise it's normally like, yo, what's up, we want you as an editor, send me some of your footage so I can then or send me some of your edits so that I know that it's good to pick you. And it's like, I'm an editor, and you are asking me to basically show good stuff to then show you that you want to have me. If you've contacted me first, I'm expecting you to already know a few of my bits of work and stuff, like oh, that's loud. Thank you for subscribing, Jordan Halsey. I don't know if they're on this stream or anything, but if you are, thank you very much. And I find when people contact me like that, so it's like, oh, off my Instagram was just at Kenneth Cox UK. You can go check it out if you want. I post occasionally on there. I've been posting lately, going, oh yeah, I'm doing healthy food stuff. But occasionally I'll like post a thing of like, oh, I'm editing a video, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So it's great. Let me just get rid of that notification. And the thing is with like when you're editing videos and stuff, like if someone goes, oh, can you edit the stream for me? I hate streams. Streams are not a good thing to be able to edit. When you're an editor and you have to sit through this massive stream to be able to then go, that's not good content, that's good content, and then get like 5 minutes worth of content from it, say from like a 5-hour stream. That is annoying. Because you don't want to sift through this guy or girls or whatever content, and have to then shuffle through it and go, that's not good, that's good, that's not good, that's good, that's funny, that's not funny, that's stupid, that's a fail there, and then basically merging it all into like not one file, but like going, oh yeah, now I got to make like 2-3 videos from this, and you only have like 5 minutes worth of footage. Sure, 2-minute videos, very great. You can make some really great 2-minute videos. Coco Craft and stuff, I'm probably never going to do a 2-minute video. 2-minute videos are hard to do on something like Minecraft, because like I'm heading for like the 20-minute mark for my Minecraft videos. I'm heading about the 2-hour mark for my streams. Just gives me like a rough estimate of like, okay, I gotta talk about this long, or so like Coco Craft, the first episode I actually edited through 4 days, and I don't know if it shows it. I know someone said that it did show that I definitely put some work into it, but it's the case of, yeah, it took me 4 days to edit, but it was also the case of I wasn't just editing purely through that time, it was also recording and stuff like that. I was recording and editing as a circle sort of like thing, where I would record, go and edit that, then go back and record again, and I found that roughly useful. Like I never normally, I used to just edit things in one day. It used to be just like a rush edit, where I just like edit something in one day, finish it, that's it, instead of sleeping on it, thinking about it, and stuff like that. And yeah, I want to change the way that I edit over time. Like, I don't want to. I want to find my style. I want to then edit that style and change it, adapt it, make it so that it's better, make it so that people enjoy the style. Maybe make like a second style for someone else. So say if I'm doing videos, like I'm editing someone else's videos, I'll do that. I'll edit their videos in like a slightly different style. So I'll kind of have like a different style, or only slightly. Because the way I edit someone else's content is definitely way different than I edit my own content. I've definitely experienced that through my time, because I used to edit videos for my friends. So it was the case of like, okay, I'll edit videos for you, I'll edit all your videos and all of that. They'll send me the footage and I'll edit it, and then I'll send it back to them, they'll upload it and title it and all of this, all of that. And the way I would edit would be around that person a little bit more. It would be the case of like, okay, that's funny, that's not funny, that's weird, but it's also funny. So like, the thing is when I edit, so like when I'm streaming, I'm just like streaming. It's just like me, audio, game, and that's it. When I'm doing what am I doing right at the moment? I'm just collecting stuff. Let me craft up some stuff. When I'm doing like what was I saying about editing and stuff, wasn't I? When I do, yeah, I do. I lost where I am again. This is annoying. Yeah, like you could experience the way of editing definitely gets experienced in different ways for different editors, of course. Like, I experience it in the way of people sometimes get really annoying at me, and go, oh, I want this edited like this, or I want this edited like this, and it can get very annoying because they're like demanding. I like guidance, yes. So when you're editing something, you don't want to be in the dark. Like, you don't want to be like chucked footage and told to edit. That is not a way to do it. Like, when you're an editor, you need someone to go, okay, I've edited the base clips that I want you to use, or every point that I was talking and not picking my nose or whatever. Now I would like this to be this sort of video. So okay, it's Minecraft, I'm playing survival. I want it to be a survival experience where I am going off, building something, coming back, doing something, and stuff like that. You need a mod, question mark, or helper. Not really, they normally don't need it. They shouldn't, but you never know. Not at the moment. Not currently, yeah. Well, it's this part's an Anarchy server, so they shouldn't really need two mods anyway. But one of them runs the server, one of them with the thing. ND runs the server. Top 10 numbers pays for the server, and should technically get the overall vote on what happens, really. So as I was saying, so if I went into, say if I now decided I really want to do editing for other people, like I kind of do, but it's just annoying to kind of do because you have to advertise it and get the right people, and then you're gonna edit the correct people, and then say at the current moment I'll get a shout out or something. So I still want to do my videos and all that. Say if I get a shout out and they go, oh, I'll put a link in the description to your channel. That's good, but it's also the case of if they just shoved all their footage off to me and went, do it, like what is the point in that? Like, am I just like, I don't know if any other editors kind of experience this sort of thing where they've been told to do a project, they've been told to edit something or do something, and someone's just went, okay, just go do this. And they haven't explained it or said anything or gave you really any guidelines. They've just went, do it. Because I find that annoying and very confusing. As anything, like if you've been, say if you went to like a shop, you're now working in a shop. You've went in. You've went. Okay, I wanna work in this shop. So I've went to this shop. I'm now in the shop. I'm in the hiring process, and someone I go to them. Okay, tell me what I'm gonna have to do so that I can then know if I actually want to pick this job or not. You should already know what the job has entail. So that's my like kind of way that I'm trying to say of how people are coming to me and they're going, show me what you can do to be able to then know if I want to pick you, because they should already have found some of my like edits and stuff like that. I have it all over my Instagram. Like I try and put as much as I can. So my edits are there and I'm trying to put more edits around, going, oh yeah, that is there, and people can look at these edits and all of that. It's like I get asked a few times, hey, can you do Fortnite montage edits? And I'm like, I can try my best and I can learn how to do them. And the thing is, I would love to learn how to do a lot more inside of Premiere Pro and After Effects and all of that. There is limitations to what I can do due to my products and stuff what I'm using. So blow up that. Yeah, okay, just put me in a hole, it's fine. I could fly out, but I can't be bothered. I did fly just a second ago. But like, it's good to experience all sides of an industry. So with editing and my filmmaking and stuff like that, I've pushed myself to learn professional based systems, but I've also pushed myself to also learn non-professional ways of doing stuff, and the in between. So it looks professional, but is also not done professionally. And those sorts of things definitely help, because like if you, like, I get if you just want to work in Asda for a living, or Tesco's, or Walmart, or whatever shop you have in the world, was a very basic job, or picking up litter or whatever you want to do. There's not much to it as such. There is a decent amount to it, but there's still not. Say with like filmmaking has, it has 100 years of it has less experience than, or less time. I can't get that. Less time than, say, shopkeeping. Shopkeeping has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years, as something like filmmaking has only been around like as filmmaking, as video creation, around about like just over 100 years. I don't know all the ins and outs of that sort of thing, but it's the case of I find there's a lot of depth inside of like filmmaking and all these industries that people want to get into, and I know there's a lot of depth into even YouTube, just YouTube in a whole. YouTube has a high amount of depth. It definitely shows that there is a decent amount of depth inside of YouTube, because we have algorithms and we have all of this different stuff. We have people being able to grow up to the trending page, but we also have things like Wise, Jimmy Fallon, and whoever else on the main YouTube trending page, when they have a lot less views and stuff like that. A lot of concern has kind of come up because of those sorts of things. But my kind of goal through the next 2 years, is to learn as much filmmaking as I can through official like going to college and learning it and doing as much as I can. Then I can think about going, do I want to go to uni or not, like university in the UK? Because if I want to go to uni, I then have to pay for it, and it's the hassle of paying for it and experiencing it and doing everything around that. But do I want to do that? And maybe closer to the time, I might actually think about doing it. Hello, top 10 numbers. But it's some like I have no intention of trying to put myself in debt or anything to be able to kind of do filmmaking. My filmmaking is a very basic filmmaking. It's just a experience of, I like making videos on YouTube and stuff like that, and if I can edit videos for people, even if it's professional based or even sub-professional and all that, and I can work on my videos in my spare time, I'm going to do that, because that sounds like a better option than pushing myself to go work in Asda or go work in Tesco's or go work in Subway or McDonald's or wherever. But a lot of people who go to uni ends up in McDonald's, but that's really weird. But do I... The thing is, when you got like something like YouTube out there for filmmakers to be able to kind of push themselves towards, I don't know if there's any other places for, I guess, people who want to be teachers. There's YouTube, and as well as Skillshare and all of these other places that you could kind of show your teachings. You could teach people. But would you rather go and do the official experience of becoming like a doctor or something like that, and teaching someone how to or how to do certain things, or would you rather, like, a doctor is a really stupid thing, because you kind of need to actually be an official doctor to then go, oh yeah, I can now teach people to be a doctor, because otherwise you're just researching online and kind of spraying out the information onto other people. So there's like a finite there's a small amount of things that you can go, oh yeah, they're not a professional one, because of job titles and stuff like that. But where do you go from, like, it's like YouTube right now. Where does YouTube go from here? Because they have no competitors. The closest competitor they have is like Twitch or Facebook. And both Twitch and Facebook, they have streaming and they have their little gaming categories, but they have nothing like videos and stuff like that. They have nothing kind of pushing that sort of thing. Sorry, I had to click my back. And I believe that rather Facebook or the Amazon who runs Twitch, or even both, they could create a much better fluent system for people to release videos on, and it would gain traction, because it's a different platform than YouTube. It's a YouTube alternative, what people have been asking for years and years and years. And that's where, like, I went onto a YouTube alternative at the beginning of the year called Mivu, and I found out things and all of that. I said about it in the last stream. It was a good experience to start with. It was very nice to see new people, grow with the people, and experience this amazing climate. And I think if Facebook or Amazon or whatever other company had or would just push in a system like YouTube, if they pushed into creating something like that. Like, I know Amazon copywritten was it Amazon Tube, and I think they ended up doing OpenTube and stuff as well. They not copywritten, but so they I forgot what it is when you do it to a word. But yeah, they made it so that it's theirs. And a lot of people are hoping that Amazon are doing it. They're pushing towards it, or a decent amount of people, because if they, especially if they tackle on to user experience and how creators are spoke to, or even spoke to at all. It would be helpful if YouTube actually spoke to the creators at all. If they tackle that sort of thing, then it could go. I don't know what that noise is. And I'm not sure if like there is ever going to be a new YouTube as such. YouTube definitely did strike a good point to kind of go to. They done amazingly. They done great on what they could do, but they're also lacking in the way they function. And if a YouTube alternative decided to pop up and people started using it a lot more because like YouTube done something wrong, like, if YouTube just carries on being the way it is, we could find YouTube start to change the ways. Even if it's not good for like YouTube in the short run, or the other website is doing really well and then goes away after a while. Hopefully YouTube would then see the way that they're working, the way that they're functioning. Like they do an amazing thing to be able to actually stream. So like I'm streaming straight off of YouTube, or they're not straight off of YouTube. I'm using OBS to be able to stream onto YouTube, and it's great to stream on YouTube. Like some people don't like it, some people rather Mixer or whatever else. Microsoft could actually create a really good alternative, and they wouldn't have the really awful thing of like Twitch is a part of Amazon. What is annoying, because like the way Twitch is being run isn't the greatest either, and there's a lot of stuff against Twitch and stuff because of the way it functions. And but I want to see it in the light side. I like, say if Twitch and Facebook teamed up and they done it well, and got some people coming over. The only problem you'll have is rather you'll have users split between both. You'll have, say if it came out tomorrow and I decided to release on it, as long as they don't have a policy like, oh yeah, it's not allowed to be a YouTube video what you already uploaded or something like that, I would then be able to just go, oh, I'll upload on both, and then that's good. And then your audience will just be split between two different places. What's good and bad, because you don't want an audience what's split. Like an audience split between two different places means that you're like pulling from both places, and you're really experiencing something what normal people, like, you wouldn't experience that in like YouTube at the current moment. You wouldn't really experience a pull from both two different places. What I guess is good and bad, because YouTube is not seeing that the viewership or whatever go down. They're not experiencing a mass amount of people going, oh, YouTube's not monetizing here, we'll go to the other platform, or the other platform's not monetizing here, we'll go back to YouTube, or this creator only uploads on YouTube, or this creator only uploads on the other platform. And I see the advantage of things like that. There's like Flare and stuff like that out there, but yeah, Flare has something in place what says, oh yeah, you're not allowed to upload content from YouTube. Like you can't upload, say, your videos from YouTube because we have limited storage. But they also limit things like 1080p and stuff like that. So you can't, there's no 60 FPS on Flare, and you can't upload 1080p unless you're a member or whatever it is on there. I haven't used it in a while, so I'm not really sure. So they limited certain stuff. They've I don't want to go that way. I can't be bothered to fight for all of them. And I find like one Flare doesn't actually have ads, even though that it says that it has ads. It never displays ads for anyone. was cool, I guess. Like for users who just want to watch content and create content, it's really good. Like I could release all my content on there, but it's also the case of the viewership is mainly on YouTube, and even if if YouTube, say tomorrow or today or like whenever, if they're gonna announce, hey, we're not gonna advertise or anything anymore on YouTube, if they decided to do that, there would be a lot of uproar. But it would also mean that there's going to be a lot more people pushing for things like Vlare and whatever other platforms you have to be able to have ads, have that sort of stuff. That and a lot of ad space would be cleared. A lot of people would be looking for ad space, and that's where a lot of problems arise. When you look for ad space, you go to Google, and then what happens? You put it on Google, and it goes on YouTube and stuff like that. So you use Google's ads, ways of doing ads and stuff to be able to create places for your advertisement. You advertise on Google, advertise on YouTube. And that's the way it works. Oh, that's the way I think I believe it works, from my knowledge. But what platform? Like, if say I created a platform today, like I created a whole new platform, like it's completely coded by me, it's designed by me, and all of that. What I would love, because I have so many ideas for those sorts of things. What the hell would I do with ads? Because the thing is, I got to reach out to all of these different companies and all that. Go, oh yeah, I have ad space or whatever, or I put up ad space myself and go, oh yeah, you can advertise on here. Just click on here and go to this ad space submission page or whatever, and put all the information about your ads and upload images or whatever, or video, and probably video. So if I done that, then it would be the case of I then have to do like twice as much work to be able to then get all that up and running and all of that. As a lot of people who create that sort of a new platform rather are working on the next update because there's not many people on their team or stuff like that. Like if Vlare kicked off, I know it's kicked off a little bit. They have a little bit of statistics, what's really cool for like viewership and stuff, but sometimes it doesn't work. It's really annoying. I love statistics, like I said at the beginning of this stream. Statistics are a key thing I love. If I could have a statistic about everything that I could ever dream of, it would be the amount of time that I've watching YouTube, the amount of time that I've watched generally inside of like this person's video or this person's video. I'll mark off the videos correctly. It would be how much time or whatever, or how many times have I watched this one video over and over again. Like what's my most watched video or listened to video, or or whatever it is. I would like, if YouTube functions how it's technically meant to, you wouldn't have problems with things like the actual the advertisements will be working and all that, and people would not get demonetized so easily. But you would also have things like maybe being able to actually make your series have the actual episodes and things. That would be really good to be able to actually have, so that you actually have like a marker of like a series, and then below it you or next to it you have season 1 episode 1, and you'll be able to do that yourself. I would really love that, because then that means that I can actually have my series playlist that side, and then I can have my episode season and number, and that would mean things like Hermitcraft and all of this can kind of do that. That would be so much better. That would make it function so much better. I don't know if that's a function for like higher end YouTubers and stuff like that, if they can do it. But if the Hermitcraft people done it, it would be so much easier to be able to then go, oh, I'm on this episode, and they can then title it slightly different, or whatever they kind of want to do with it. They don't have to title it differently. They could just still title it whatever they want. But it would also just look a little bit nicer in general. At least that's what I think. And I just find the way that YouTube works annoying. And that's definitely where I'm at with it. And there's all different things that YouTube could do better and stuff like that. Like they could make it so that the creators actually get like put on the trending page if they're doing really well, or you could like, I'm not going to say that you can watch the latest videos uploaded to YouTube, because there's so many videos uploaded every single second that you'll end up finding some really weird videos or something. But maybe you could watch late trending or something like that, like, or you've been watching Minecraft lately, maybe we'll show you some smaller YouTubers, or some decent sized YouTubers, or some you can click something to go, oh, I want to find YouTubers with less than 100 subscribers or something like that. And I don't know if someone could create a way of doing that. I don't know if someone could go, oh, well, create a way so that people can watch videos what have hardly got any views or something. I know there is a website somewhere where you can watch videos what hardly have any views, and it just randomly picks one, or never. I think it's like never seen before, so it's got 0 views, and then you end up watching like this video what you then give it a view and stuff like that. It's a lot, but yeah. Let's take off our. It's hurt my head now. I'm gonna take off that, and we're probably gonna end the stream because it's been a good 2 hours, and I'm getting a little bit lightheaded, so I need to kind of move around a little bit, get a drink, maybe get something to eat and stuff, because I'm feeling a little bit sick as well. But that's what happens when you stream or do stuff. But there is a link in the description to be able to come to the server if you want to. It's both on Bedrock and Java. I definitely enjoy doing these sorts of streams and things. I'm gonna try and do some rather more in the future, or do a mix of different things in the future, because why not? And if you want to see all of that, if I don't have lag, then subscribe if you're new to the channel and all that and you haven't subscribed already. I'm trying to kind of reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, but at the rate that we're going, we're going to reach it probably before then, and we're going to have to set a new goal. But yeah, we'll probably give off some of these diamonds in the next stream, so let me kind of store them away. And yeah, I'll see you in the next stream.